Hello, YouTubers and all those who happen to watch. Hope you guys are all doing pretty fantastic nonetheless. So, got a couple pickups here I want to show you guys, and all gaming related, of course, for great justice. And the first item here is the actual item I got from Nintendo. Now, April 1st, now I'll give you a brief little story of what happened on that day. Now, I was normally just going to do a normal video. It was just not going to be a joke per se. However, it was sort of an improvised item thing where I screwed up so many times on this video I was trying to do because I was saying and slurring a lot, and it was just a butchery of the English language, kind of like I do normally, but it was just 10 times worse. And I was trying to innocently show off these cards and talk about it and tell you if I was going to get the actual game or not, or explain why not, and go over how I got these, blah blah blah. But instead I had chopsticks nearby because I had Chinese food. I think I was chilling out in a certain spot in my room. I was kind of organizing my little section over here. It was all when my Nintendo and Genesis games were all there at the time, and I was just eating some Chinese food while I was organizing everything. So I had the chopsticks nearby, so I was munching on there. I obviously cleaned up the any residue on the chopsticks, put them away, and the rest was history. I left them inside the Raptor. The Raptor is coming. Rapture, rather. Blah, blah, blah. See what I mean? This was 10 times worse, though. I was just slurring so bad because I was tired and I was not feeling well, so it was just terrible, terrible English. So, I grabbed the chopsticks and just started rambling, and that's what you got, that finished product. It was organized so unorthodox, like even I watched the April 1st video, laughed for a minute because I was just like, what the fuck was I doing? And I guess it would have settled as an April 1st kind of joke per se, but the real item I actually got was, again, these cards. So that's how that video came about. It was sort of constructed through frustration because I was so damn not feeling good. So I was like, oh yeah, just going off the hook and just delivering that. See, still kind of trying to cough up all the nasty stuff. So yeah, picked up those from Nintendo. I have this extra card from Game Informer. Not indecisive, or really indecisive of getting the game right away. I want to get the Circle Pad Pro because, again, I just don't like how the control scheme works out for the game. Looks great, but I want the extra circle button. Just call me that way. It'll be much cheaper versus buying another 3DS who has a circle button. So, again, I digress. The next item I got here is for my Sega Saturn, and this marks my first import game, and I'm really excited because it's actually a good import game. It's not no Japanese anime RPG game, anything like that. It's something simple to understand and play, and that's what I like, and that's what I'm going to plan to get for the Sega Saturn. Because, again, when I first got the Sega Saturn, I was like, oh man, I want to play some of these Japanese games. They're much better than the American ones. And it's every Vivid collector would tell you, the Japanese is, the way to go when it comes to imports. I mean, there's some great American games, don't get me wrong, but the Japanese ones are the eye candy. So with that said, without further ado, the first game I picked up was Clockwork Knight. And again, the artwork is just so busy, it's so, I would call it radical. Just really fantastic looking game. I mean, you got the the simplicity, and it says do not for Japan and use only, so it's kind of funny. I kind of like that in the back there. Again, it just simplistic, that majestic little gold here that eye catch you. I mean, this is how the Japanese, or the Sega in this case, I'm like act like this thing represents the entire Japan itself. Ugh. Anyway, this is how Sega released it. They had this gold here to make it seem like it was majestic. It was the console. It just gave that nice presentation. I mean, everybody who is a Vivid Sega collector would tell you, the whole story of why that's gold. But, it's just quite obvious. It's there to show you this is a triple premium title. This is a AAA title. Look at that gold. It's there, baby. It looks fantastic. I just like the little characters all over the artwork. So, again, pick that up. Gonna play some gameplay for you tomorrow. And you already saw gameplay of this on the Real Agrabah channel. I wanted to put 2 gameplays for this day, so I decided to put up 2 for the price of 1. And this game I got here is Majin and the Forsaken Kingdom. And I gotta say, I really enjoy it. It opens up much more as soon as you're out of the kingdom part of it, which is the little ruins and all that you kind of saw in the footage I showed, or shown. And it just opens up into a Zelda-style game. Not like Overhead or anything like that, but it had like that Kingdom Hearts meets Zelda. It's not amazing by any means for a game, but it's definitely a damn good game. It's entertaining, it provides, you know, cute characters. It's great for kids. I mean, it's obviously, it's a little bit edgy towards kids. There's some violence here and there, but it isn't, you know, gonna be like, you know, Jason Voorhees jumping out of the screen kind of violence. It's just, you know, blood here and there, but it's good for kids. I enjoy the hell out of the game so far. It's just, you know, it knocks me back to the roots of platforming games. And platforming elements are pretty decent too, so I mean, the mechanics between you and the Majin is awesome. So far, I'm really enjoying this game right here. And the next game I got here, and this one I was looking forward to even when it came out, but I was just kind of holding off, wait for it to drop down in price, and I'm glad I did. And this is Enslaved this is Journey to the West. I'm sorry, Odyssey to the West. Herp-a-derp! And by far, this is the most underlooked game, next to obviously this one at the moment for current game consoles. I mean, there's so many other games. See what I mean? I'm slurring like crazy. It's still my brain's still mush. Unlike normal, you know, I'm kind of static-minded when I'm normal, but with colds and all that, I'm just like whoa. So yeah. Going to be playing a little bit of this. I'm going to be playing all the way up to the point where the demo finishes in this, and the reason why is so that way I can go and finish Majin. Then I can go back to this one and finish it properly. But, you know, by far, it's just a really great looking game. It just flows awesomely. Oh, God, I'm just getting so, my nipples are just going, whoa. Oh man, I gotta calm down here. So, with that said, you know, that's the pickups I got recently. I'm getting a couple more items in the mail, and I think that'll be all I'll be getting for a little while. Until next week, then I'll order some more games, lather, rinse, repeat. Probably going to get some more imports for Sega Saturn. I'm going to be looking through the charts of some good ones. I'm not trying to find any Sega Saturn games that are overly saturatedly pricey. I'm just looking for games that are good. You know, I'll settle with a Japanese action game. I don't care if there's Japanese involved, just as long as I can play the damn game and it's enjoyable. Gameplay usually speaks more to me than most storyline games, but, you know, so far the storyline with this one's decent, so. With that said, that is all for that. That is that of that of that. That is that of that. That is all set. So, with that said, I'd like to thank you guys, and thank you guys, and thank you guys for watching. And please, I endure you, touch my filthy, dirty Spider-Man nipples. Oh man.